Thinking about launching a supplement campaign, please watch this video all the way to the end. I'm going to talk a lot about compliance, building uh, not just a campaign that converts today, but really stands the test of time, a brand that starts becoming known for what you solve or satisfy. Now, I've been selling supplements as a copywriter for about 15 years, but I was really born into this business. My grandfather, his name was Anthony Pichetti, and he was a biochemist, PhD. He invented the time release method. So the first products to have time release were Contact and Geritol. Uh, and so he worked for Bayer, and that's why we're not filthy rich because Bayer took that money. But he then took that time release method and he took it into supplementation. He pioneered in cold processing, chelation of minerals, and we had a family supplement company called NutriHomo, Nutritional Homo Sapien. And it was the first supplement line, really ever, first one to have time release. He was pioneered in cold processing, so it was cold processed, it was bioavailable, properly fractionated, um, and he was really driven by producing supplements that, actually worked. In his thick Sicilian accent, born in Palermo, Sicily, in his thick Sicilian accent, he would be like, 99% of the supplements on the market are dead. They're like a dead body on the floor. What are they going to do for you? Nothing. So he was really all about supplement quality, uh, 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 being effective, right? They want to. If you're going to claim that your supplement does something, you want that possibility to really be there. If somebody's depleted in a vital nutrient or nutrients that you can help replete, that is of massive value. And it's such a simple conversation. It doesn't take a grandiose hook. It doesn't take over the top marketing claims. It doesn't require any of that. However, there's two trains of thought when it comes to marketing supplements. One, we want to be as aggressive as we can so that we can make the most conversions. Here's a problem with that. Usually, when we're aggressive in supplement copy, we're making bigger claims, we're maybe riding the line of compliance, maybe we're going beyond the line of compliance. That can set up a campaign to make money now, maybe, yeah. But what about next year? What about the year after that? What about 5 years from now? We want to build campaigns that can stand the test of time, messaging that can stand the test of time. That doesn't mean that you just stick with the same campaign, the same promo. Everything fatigues and needs to be constantly freshened up. We're constantly trying to beat the controls that we create. Are we trying to beat our own controls? But compliance is such a big deal. That's why I focus on mechanism. Mechanism is the component in supplements where the audience, the prospects, gets that light bulb. Oh, that's how it works for me. And that's what people are really looking for. They're looking for a reason to believe this works for me, to suspend their disbelief about how many supplements they've tried and didn't work. So we need to overcome that. We can use mechanism to do that. Another critical element would be new cause. We need to enter the conversation in a way that people haven't already heard this information, right? We don't want to be white noise. So we have to enter the conversation positioning. We need to enter the conversation in a way that grounds the messaging in a new core cause, a new reason why you're really dealing with this, and it's also the reason why pretty much everything you've tried never had a chance to work. Again, helping prospects suspend their disbelief so that they're more engaged and more likely to be a customer, more likely to convert. Another critical point is a face and voice, not just for compliance, but people hear information differently from different people. If you're selling a supplement, you want a doctor, you want somebody with authority to be communicating the messaging because people here, especially in our demographics, 40, 50 plus, who are spending a lot of money right now during this stuff going on in the world, these 40, 50 plus people, they need to hear this information from somebody that makes sense. We're all telling a story, right? And part of advertising is connecting with people's stories. And that starts with having a spokesperson, a doctor, a credible authority that people feel like I should listen to this person. That's such a critical piece to supplement advertising. Can you convert and scale without that? Absolutely. Is it more likely to help you convert and scale and stand the test of time with an authoritative, credible face and voice of your brand? Absolutely. Which brings me to my next point, brand. Now, I'm a direct response copywriter. I've made millions of dollars for supplement companies, but I also approach it from a slightly different perspective in integrating brand advertising. Now, I'm a heuristic psychology copywriter. That means heuristics, the science of the psychology of symbols, association, and stories. So we're all telling stories. Everything we speak is a story. And people are telling stories about their health. Maybe it's about aging. Maybe it's about inflammation, premature aging, rapid premature aging, inflammation, mitochondrial energy, gut, bloat, weight, uh, uh, metabolic syndrome, uh, autoimmune, yeast infections, you name it. There are amazing ways to connect with every audience. Positioning. Remember, positioning is absolutely huge. But in building your brand, you want to be the symbol for what you solve or satisfy. So, for instance, one of my clients we have a yeast campaign going, and he is becoming known as the face of solving women's yeast infections, couples' yeast infections. The product is really effective, get tons of great metrics, likes, comments, shares, all positive, and it's building the brand as the associated symbol for solving this problem. And that's what we always want to do with your campaign, with your brand. We want to make it the symbol for what we solve or satisfy, just like Coke is the symbol for most cola drinkers. We want to, we don't say make a copy of that. Make me a Xerox. Windex the windows. We're always looking for symbols to associate as the epitome for what it solves or satisfies, right? That's why people go towards brands, because once again, it's more trustworthy. And at the end of the day, your supplement really needs to work. I just recently formulated a whole supplement line, working with the manufacturer, working with the doctors, so that we can enter the conversation in the most powerful way, deliberate, specific way possible. And that's how we can convert at a higher and higher level too, making formulations together. So if you want to have a conversation about supplements, comment, ask your questions. What's on your mind? What successes have you had? What are you bumping into? What questions do you have about compliance in 2020 under especially the circumstances that we're all in right now during the shutdown? Comment below, and I would be happy to respond. And if you want to have a conversation about your supplement launch, PM me, hit me up. You could also reach us at the Copywriting Agency Facebook. So look us up and check out all of our other content. We're always trying to help everybody make advertising a better place. And in supplements, there's so much compliance. There's so much red tape that we have to get through. It's not just about converting, but converting in the most compliant way possible so that we're allowed to grow and scale. So it's a long conversation, and every campaign's different. Every supplement's different. So reach out. We give away free 30-minute consultations, Zoom. You can ask whatever you need, no obligation. That's why we're here. We're not just here to make money, but we're here to help. All right, everybody, thanks.